All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Brooklyn Beats and the Houston Oilers. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Come on, set. Turn your base. Let's go. Here we go. Check the hot read. Check. Lock it. Ready.
They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 60, orange. 61, matchbox, right.
Second and 9 now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
Watch the safety creep. Switch! You're out! Ship! Watch the ship! Hey! Watch the ship! Watch the ship! Go!
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a fourth down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a trunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Mike, 45. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Big rip.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And finding the tight end Hooper. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They're never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Here we go on second and 12. We're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
A gain of 2 on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
Check 45 the
Hey,
Mike.
Alpha.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. I'm trying to collect. 45's the Mike.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
From the gun on third down, Clifford. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. Little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
On first down, McFarland. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Second and long. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Hey, exit.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double. 45's the Mike.
Let go.
Throwing on third and long. Clifford. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Check. Lucky. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Back to throw.
That's a what?
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And some room to roam now. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go now. 10-2 saw.
Tight as Ringo. Tight as on Ringo.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Armstrong. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Don't let him breathe. Play that time.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it.
70.
No yardage.
Double dog. That's the way.
Smooth.
Check 45 is the mic. Check 45 is the mic. Switch up. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
5.
From the gun on 3rd down. Clifford. This will be caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
45. Mike 45.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Jordan. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Watch the pass. Hey, check Mike 45.
Yep.
Check Mike 45. Watch the run. Hey, they're running it.
Shoot.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Clifford. Campbell making the catch. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Check 52.
On 1st down, McFarland. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He gets it to Thomas. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Hey, check Mike 45. Smoke. 45. Hey, defense. Yes! 45's the mic.
2nd and 2. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. They go play action here on first down. And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
That's it, baby. We got
Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score. Beats 14. Oilers nothing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking deep for Julio, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Looking to throw. Clifford. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very well executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
Operating from the gun. Clifford looking for his running back, and he's got it.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Back to throw. Clifford. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Ready. Take, read. Down to lose 1. Check. And go.
On 2nd down, it's Thomas. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see.
Ready, go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Dancing to his left. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. Open space inside the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
Exit. Rush in. Kill. 22 jet bomber. Mike, 53, Mike. I got Alpha. I got you. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. What?
Looking to throw. Buying time to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Lutz's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
24 is the mic. Yeah, that's what I do. 24 is the mic.
Ready.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Clifford. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Pick 6, baby.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Go.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but it's going to be second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Charlie. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Hey, man. Go! Boot, watch the boot. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Here we go, D. It's just let happen.
They'll set up a throw. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Yeah!
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's third down.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ready, set.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
80 weapons.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And Geis is going to be stopped short as he did not get the push he needed. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Returnable for Thomas. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack, but I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone and into the offensive backfield. He's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. He's bred this big defensive tackle.
Damn! 70 Indy. 3, Mike. Yeah. Shift! Alert 3. Damn! Yeah, ready, go!
On 3rd down, McFarland. And now look at him go. The 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Clifford, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lightning speed that time from the corner. Marshawn Lattimore getting the sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Off the play fake, Clifford. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And I think the ball's out. It's going the other way. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He pitches it out. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 7-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Give me the ball every
Taking
time,
it in from
I'm
7 yards away. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. What'd you say, 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it now because you're exactly
you
right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Operating from the gun. Clifford, and it's complete. Hooper. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. Looking to throw. Clifford, he's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter what his man.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Let's go, D. Tighten it. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
It's a party now.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland, and some room to work. 20. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. 49 yards. And that interception interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Eli Apple, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's Thomas. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
At the 2-yard line.
They come up in an offset eye.
61. Matchbox, light.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Hey, there he is.
Michael
Touchdown,
Thomas,
baby. Keep it
his
rolling.
2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Keats 52. Oilers nothing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to break.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete. And now here is another interception. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
I smell fear. Ready.
They'll run on 1st down. Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
Yeah, they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The throw over the middle taken in. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Harris Campbell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to get a score back. Zerline good with a PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Ready, 8, read. 45. Watch the slats, watch the slat. Let's go.
On first down, McFarland. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
10 Tucson, 66. Bullet high. Ready, go.
They'll drop to throw.
Check, crunch.
Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. You.
Set, go.
He'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. 16 yards, a first down.
Here we go.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right. Ready.
He gives it up. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Double tight.
4 down. Check. 45.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
On third down, McFarland, and he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Brooklyn, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.